Carolina Governor's School East, and all of our esteemed guests, friends, and family. My name is NC GSE, and I am one of the instrumental music instructors this year. And I cannot explain to you how excited I am that you are all here with us on this stage today to celebrate music, and as we've themed throughout this summer, our homage to the things that we love. This is a special day because, if for those of you who joined us last year, today would have been the day that, as you can hear, would have rained on us. We did our concerts last year outside, and that happened. But greatly, today, we don't have to worry about that because we're all back together in Jones Auditorium, which is a special place for not only myself, but everybody here on the stage and everybody in this community. Just before I go on, I want to remind everybody who could possibly wear a mask throughout the performance, just for our friends that are joining us today. The music that we're going to be performing today, like I said, is an homage to all the things that we love. The first piece that I will be conducting is the Symphony in B flat by Hindeman, and it's one of the oldest pieces on the concert. What makes it special, though, is it is one of the most standard works for the wind band repertoire, and is pretty much one of the game changers for all the music you're going to hear today. So without further ado, I want to introduce my friends on stage, my North Carolina Governor's School East instrumental music students with Symphony in B flat.
Good evening, and welcome once again. My name is Les Turner, and I'm also one of the IM instructors here at Governor School East. It is my pleasure to share with you, along with all of these fine musicians on stage, a piece of a slightly different feeling, but definitely still very much an homage. Julie Giraud, an activist, one that is striving for equality, composer that is extremely contemporary, writing for TV, film, even video games. But is also a pioneer within the wind symphony movements currently. A lot of her things are very, very, very popular right now. One Life Beautiful, it's a double entendre, is one that has to do with a little bit of a recognition of a life lost. One life that was absolutely beautifully lived and was important to her. And the other aspect is our own lives, right? We all have our one life to live, and it's going to be beautiful at times, and it's also going to be a little bit harder at times. But it is all encompassing into one thing, and it is absolutely beautiful that we share it. So the ensemble and I would love to share with you, and we're so thankful for you being here and listening. One Life Beautiful by Julie Giraud.
strike, and I am honored to be sharing the stage with these wonderful musicians. It is just so enjoyable, and so such a thrill to see the progress that they make, and to see what lovely humans these students are, and how patient and kind they are. So a few words about this next piece we're about to play. It's by Catherine Lakuta, who is a Ukrainian composer who is currently based in Australia. She grew up in Kyiv. She spent most of her life in Kyiv, and then emigrated to the United States for a while, and now has moved to Australia. So she has spent a substantial amount of time in those three countries. And she writes about that experience in reference to this piece we're about to play, Home Away from Home. She talks about what it's like when you have to go somewhere else in order to live. She talks about what you miss when you leave one place and go to another. She talks about the fond remembrances that you may have of a place and the people there. She talks about the excitement of what may happen next in a new venture wherever you end up going. And she relates this to the experience of college freshmen who for the first time are leaving the nest. And this is a concept which is probably relatable to most of us in this room. And certainly relatable to the students here, because we have created, in a sense, a home away from home here at Governor School. I would suggest that part of the Governor School experience is that idea of creating home here, and something that we will miss when we go to our actual homes. And while we're here, we're actually missing our true homes. And also having the fond remembrances, the nostalgia. So this particular piece starts and ends aggressively with lots of excitement, but it has a lovely melancholy section that kind of alludes to this idea of missing a place, missing people, and also remembering them fondly. So there's hints of sadness and joy in that. So this piece features our wonderful friend from choral music, the brilliant Gwen Hall on piano. So we give you a home away from home.
Good evening. My name is Kiyoshi Carter. I also teach here in instrumental music. And I would like to thank you all for coming to our concert this evening. I'd first like to begin with a couple of thank yous. I'd like to thank Bill Brown, Jim Frick, and all the Meredith faculty and staff that intersect with the Governor's School. Thank you all for not only allowing us to use your beautiful campus, but also being an absolutely integral part of what it is that we are able to accomplish each summer. Meredith faculty and staff are involved in all aspects of Governor's School planning and really see like our success as their success, and for that we are thankful. I would also like to thank Gwyn Hall playing piano for us. Yes. I jump at any and every opportunity that I get to make music with Gwyn Hall. She's a fantastic musician and an even more beautiful person. I would also like to thank our TAC, JT, whose tireless work and dedication does not go unnoticed. TACs are the very lifeblood of the Governor's School. They find themselves in all aspects of its operation. We wouldn't be able to do any of it without them. Sometimes I don't think they get enough praise, and so I'm taking this moment to say thank you explicitly. And my final thank you is for the captain of our Governor's School ship, Ms. Laura Sam, who guides us into Safe Harbor each summer. Laura's tenacity, will, guile, and refusal to let a job go undone is why we're able to have successful Governor's Schools summer after summer. So just wanted to publicly say how appreciative I am for all that you do for all of us. Our final work is another homage. The Low Down Brown Get Down, yes, by Omar Thomas, is an homage to black music, specifically late 60s, early 70s era vernacular black music. Omar Thomas, in the vein of blaxploitation film, think Dolomite, Foxy Brown, Shaft, wrote the soundtrack for a film that was never written, using the music familiar of the time and in the vernacular. He really wanted to situate African-American folk music, contemporary folk music, on the concert stage. Right? We opened with the Hindemith, a classic of the repertoire, and we're sort of closing, bookending, if you will, with someone who wants to push back against what that repertoire has represented. He says, this piece unapologetically struts, bops, grooves, slides, shimmies, headbangs, and soul claps its way straight through its thrilling chase scene finale. I think you'll hear that he has abandoned a lot of convention, let his hair down, and will let the music speak for itself. Finally, he says, may this work push back against notions of sophistication, appropriateness, and respectability that have been codified in the concert music setting for a century and more. We hope that you have a rockin' good time with the Low Down Brown Get Down.